We're recording. Okay. Hi, thanks for being here. If you want to introduce yourself really quickly.
Hi, I'm Philip Hjorth. I am a student at UC Berkeley from Denmark, and very pleased to be here.
Okay, thanks, Phil. Okay, I'm just going to get on to asking the questions then. So first off, how do you think mental health is relevant among other people your age, gender, or in athletics?
I think really during this time and age, and especially after COVID and stuff, mental health is probably more relevant than ever. I mean, there's so many different types of things that have been just gone crazy in the world, and mental health has really been put in the spotlight about it. So I think more than anything, it's probably the most important thing about health now for young people with social media and whatnot.
And have you faced many challenges related to mental health in the past?
Personally, not really. I've been very lucky how I've grown up. But I mean, a lot of my friends have, and my sister has as well. So I mean, it's definitely something that's close to me.
And so obviously, although you haven't personally, do you know or have you heard of many things that have helped others overcome their kind of mental health challenges in the past?
I think a lot of it has been in like admitting it and talking about it and really accepting it on their own behalf. I mean, personally, I haven't experienced it, but from what I've heard, that's been making waves.
And do you believe there are enough easily accessible mental health resources available at the moment?
I mean, coming from Denmark, it's a very different world to many other places because there is a lot of resources available with a public health system. But I mean, living in the US for so long and seeing how other parts of the world work, I don't think there is many easily accessible mental health resources. So yeah.
Okay. And now we're going to move on to a bit more talking about the app itself. Firstly, how would you describe the app to others?
Well, so the app Got It is basically an app which gives you different options for what mental health aspect you would like to talk about, or you're struggling with, and then you get to, as a mentee, talk about your problem and then return to the question and answer it as a mentor. So it works as a way to admitting the challenges you're facing and then trying to work through it on your own.
Okay. And how much time do you spend on the app a day or such week? I mean, I know you only recently downloaded it, but
yeah. So I mean, I downloaded recently. I think I spent 15-20 minutes on it when I downloaded it, and then checked them maybe once or twice since then. So it hasn't been a lot of been using it. So yeah.
It's good to hear. Then what expectations did you have about that before using it?
Well, I mean, when I downloaded it, it just said Got It, and I had absolutely no idea what it was about. Because Got It is very broad and very most of the app's logo and whatnot's on it when you download it was not very, didn't give away really anything what it was about. So it's only really in the description I figured it out.
Okay. And how easy was the app to use once you downloaded it?
I think it's very easy. I mean, it's very intuitive. You start off with choosing what challenges you would like to face, and from there it takes you on pretty much a guide onto how it wants to work. So definitely easy.
Yeah. And what would you improve or change about the app?
I mean, especially starting off is probably like, I mean, the Got It, and then with the whole logo thing, I was just confused about what it was about. So maybe something a bit more clear there, getting it into mental health. And then once you're in the app, it's like, I mean, personally, the whole talking into the phone had me a little bit off to start with. So that was probably one thing. You could probably write in or text in and then have a conversation almost with yourself.
Like having that option as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure some people really like to talk to themselves or do it on their own. I mean, definitely just being able to talk to your phone is probably brilliant. But at least personally, if I was texting, I'll probably be using it more because it's, especially in this day and age, and with us, I was going to say youngsters, but young people, where everything is over text and like this, that would definitely make a big difference to the app.
No, that's really helpful. Thank you. What do you think is the most beneficial aspect about the app?
I mean, I think it's really about learning to admit where your challenges lie, but then also being able to go about it as a challenge, but then trying to learn about it and like what can you do to solve it from like the mentor perspective that is in the app, with the whole being a mentee and then a mentor. I definitely think that was beneficial, looking at it from two sides and trying to solve it on your own, because at least you're getting tools, or you're trying to figure out tools on your own that can help you further down.
Okay, and on the other hand, what did you find most challenging?
I mean, for me, it was definitely talking into it. I mean, I was like, okay, what do I say now? And it's like, yeah. I mean, I know what I want to say, but then talking into your phone is just intuitive. I'm not talking to anyone. I think that was definitely a bit off-putting. But then also just having a more clear view of what the app actually wants to do for you. Because like I only started understanding it after like I think once or twice doing the whole mentee and mentor thing. So maybe a little figuring out what the purpose of the app was.
Yeah, no, again, that's really helpful. Now, overall, though, do you believe you can experience positive results with the app?
Definitely. I mean, definitely, because I mean, you're seeing stuff from two perspectives. You're learning to acquire tools for yourself that can hopefully help you solve mental health issues or challenges on your own without needing to have more outside counsel and more people and starting to open up. If you can figure it out on your own, that would definitely be beneficial, and definitely have positive results. So yeah, I definitely think there is something to gain from it.
And I mean, we have touched on this already, but what do you think about recording your internal dialogue and becoming your own mental coach?
So I mean, becoming your own mental coach, I really like that idea. I think it's smart because I mean, you are alone, probably going to be with your own thoughts. Well, you're definitely going to be with your own thoughts for the rest of your life. So actually learning to like admit them and talk about them with yourself internally or externally is very beneficial. For me, at least, talking to my phone about it was not very. I was not very productive. So that was a challenge for me, trying to talk to my phone and trying to be like this. But no, I really think there is something to gain from it.
And have you experienced similar products or apps or anything like that, really?
No, not really. I mean, there is, I don't know, that's not even close to being the same, but you have the Calm app, whereas like somebody's talking like soothing music to you or like talking, trying to relax you or whatever. But I mean, that's nothing to do with, maybe a little bit with mental health, but nothing like trying to help advance that.
And finally, would you recommend this app to others, and why or why not?
I think I would recommend it. But at the same time, I also think there is some work to be done on it before I think it's going to be very beneficial, for people to start not going to at least at when you're at at universities, they have help and they have counselors for it. For people to start using like apps or like Got It, instead of going to like an external source. But there definitely is something to gain from it. So yeah, I think I would recommend it in the long run.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that wraps it up.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.